Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Have you ever seen something that you couldn't explain or had your kids come to you and tell you they hear things or somebody's talking to them or they wake up screaming in the middle of the night and you don't know why? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Pam Kane. I'm a certified theta healing practitioner and my specialty is clearing negative energies and things like that. When I and one day I'll get the lighting. It, if this looks weird, I apologize, but one day I'll get something set up so the lighting is perfect. But until then, whatever. Um, doesn't change the message. The more I thought about this video, the more things God was bringing into my head. And because the other day I was watching a video and it was a doctor talking about children that hear voices in their heads. And I had posted a thing on Facebook, I don't know, a while back about this very subject. And because for years, I mean, this has been going on like forever. And it's becoming more prevalent because more children are being born with abilities because of the awakening process. Well, it's been going on for years, and because we're all born with the ability to see and hear things, but because society doesn't think it's normal, we're told, as kids, we're told, no, you didn't see that, or you didn't hear that, or it's just your imagination, or um, you know, whatever, or don't tell anybody because they'll think you're crazy. Well, so you hear this long enough, so you start shutting that part down of your brain. So then you block out who you truly are. Well, in the awakening process, that's what we're getting back to. And some of you may think, okay, you're crazy, but it's real. Believe it or not, it's real. And so parents, if you have children that tell you they hear things, hear voices in their heads telling them to do things, talking to them, whatever, don't ignore it. And it's not, and not every situation is the fact that your child is crazy. They don't need to be put on medicine. Yes, I'm sure there's some situations where, medicine will help, but that's not everybody's situation. And I know sadly, there have been children that have committed suicide because they think that they're crazy, and they can't get away from this. Well, that is part of what I do, is find out why this is going on. I don't think your child is crazy. I will be glad to talk to, if you have a situation like that, reach out to me, please, because you know, if it's something that we can heal, let's heal it. Some of these children are brought into this world with gifts that they don't understand. And as the 3D person that we are, we don't understand it either, unless we've gone through the process. So, a lot of these children are here for the future and to heal, be healers, be shamans. Shamanism goes way back, way back. I mean, people were, I have chills. So it's just because your child hears voices or sees things doesn't mean they're crazy. So get them, don't, I don't want to say don't take them to a doctor, because typical doctors don't get it. They're going to tell you your child's crazy. You need a psychiatrist. You need to put your kid on medicine. And I have seen cases where the medicine screws the kid up even worse because you're not, it's like putting a band-aid on a gushing wound. And it's not a gushing wound. It's just that's what I'm going to relate it to because it's not going to stop the problem. Get to the problem. Find out why the wound is there. What caused the wound? And let's heal the wound. Don't put a band-aid on it. And this is not out of judgment. This is not out of condemning anybody for anything you've done because you don't know what you don't know. And it's out of love and it's out of concern and it's out of frustration because I see so many people struggling with this, and while I was thinking about this, God brought back a couple of situations. People have called me saying their child wakes up screaming in the middle of the night, like, or has night terrors, or things like that. Well, it's for a reason. It really truly is. It's not just a bad dream. When I go in and clear the energy, guess what? It stops. Or those situations have stopped. I mean, one person told me their child woke up screaming like during the night, and she would run in there. She didn't know there was nothing going on that she could tell. And like the next morning, her kid woke up and her kid had bruises and bite marks. Well, where the crap does that come from? I know where it comes from. That's why I get rid of this stuff. Yes, it's real. Yes, it happens. It's not, you grow up hearing about the boogeyman. Well, guess what? It's real. So, let's reach out to me. Let me help you. Let me help your child. Because, I mean, even recently, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, somebody reached out to me and they were like, my child is waking up screaming in the middle of the night and I don't know why. I went in there, and my child wouldn't open their eyes. And while I'm hugging my child, I felt like something was standing behind me. And every time my child opened their eyes, looking at the doorway, they would scream and close their eyes again. And that's was the person had their back to the door. So I cleared the energy because yes, there was negative energy in there, a negative entity. I cleared it and now the child sleeps fine. So, and the other thing, while all this stuff is running through my head, I remembered a situation right before my separation because a lot of stuff, it was through the I don't want to say the bulk. It was when I started awakening and I was becoming more aware of what was going on and things like that. And this isn't to scare you. It's just when it happened for me. But I remember laying in bed one night and something woke me up. And I remember it was like somebody, a shadow, was standing in my doorway of the bedroom. Scared the living hell out of me. Because I thought somebody had broken in the house. Meanwhile, I'm like punching my husband, who sleeps like a rock, punching my ex-husband, sorry, trying to tell him somebody's in the house. Well, then, and he never heard it. He never woke up. He was like, and he went back to sleep. And then it was gone. And I tried to play it off the next day that, maybe it was, shadows or whatever. The next night, I'm woken up in the middle of the night. I don't even know what I was dreaming about. It doesn't matter. But something was like in my face and screamed at me loudly. Again, scared the hell out of me. I jumped up like petrified. I was like, what was that? He never moved. Then it hit me. I was like, okay, there's a negative energy here. It needs to go away. And this is years before I even knew what theta healing was. This is before I even had a freaking clue what I was doing. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know. But I knew it needed to go away. So yeah, it did. And since then, thank God I haven't had any issues, but I don't have the things going on in my life like I had then either. So I know it's real. I speak from experience. And imagine when you're a child, and it scared me. I can only imagine if I was a child and that happened, you know? And I know through my journey, I have talked to psychics and mediums, and again, trying to find my purpose, trying to find what it is I'm supposed to do, trying to grow spiritually, and why things aren't opening up for me. And just about every one of them will tell me you had something happen to you when you were a child that scared the living hell out of you. I haven't figured it out yet. One day I will when it's meant to happen. But there's something that scared me bad. So it happens. So like I said, just don't jump to a conclusion that your child is crazy, that your child needs to be put on medicine. You know, let's try to heal them and not with drugs. The world has everybody has become a pill pusher and a druggie in the legal way. Because you go to the doctor, what do? They want to put you on medicine. And if that one screws you up, oh, don't worry. We've got another one that'll help you. It'll offset the side effects of that one. So they keep putting medicines on you. I mean, it's like, really? When when is enough enough? So all that is a band-aid. And it's not even helping the problem. It's just masking it. So let's get to the root of the problem. Let's help whoever it is, whether it's you, somebody you know, your child. You know, these children are precious gifts. They have precious gifts. Don't shut them out. Don't tell them they're crazy. Don't tell them that it's in their imagination. How many of you grew up with an imaginary friend? You know, I grew up playing Barbies and, you know, stuff like that. You know, you talk to your Barbies, like they're people. And you have tea party. I didn't have a tea party, but you have, you know, little girls have tea parties. I don't know what boys do. I didn't have a boy. I wasn't a boy, really. I wasn't a boy. I did guy things with my dad, but, you know, when I got older. But, you know, it's it's sad seeing children being shut out and being condemned for the gifts that they're given. And some of these people, some of these children are meant for great, great things. So anyway, I can't explain it anymore. It's just, like I said, I know the bad is out there. I don't give it energy. I send it away. But, you know, if your child is really truly struggling, let me know. I had somebody reach out to me this week, and she was like, Pam, can I set up an appointment for you because I have something going on? I was like, sure. And she said that every now and then she will just have this breathing problem. It's like she'll have an immediate shortness of breath, and then she will command things to go away and leave her alone, and she will be able to breathe. So I actually set up an appointment with her, but I called her and we were talking about it. And while I had her on the phone, I cleared negative energies. And when we found out, as soon as it was like, as things were coming to me, she told me, she was like, all of a sudden I can't breathe. And I was like, it was hard for her to breathe. And I said, it's okay, just relax and I'll take care of it. And when I cleared the energies, she said all that, like instantly, she started breathing again. I'm telling you, people, this shit's real. If you and it's getting worse because God is winning. But these things, Satan doesn't want God to win. There is a spiritual battle that it's huge. I cannot even tell you. So, yeah, trust me. They don't want you waking up. They don't want you to understand this stuff. They want to keep you scared. They want to keep you suppressed. And you know what? It is like a catch-22 because when you're guilty, you feel shame, you feel sadness, whatever, that negative vibration attracts them. Then they perpetuate the guilt. They perpetuate because the longer you feel guilty, the longer you feel that low vibration, the happier they are. The more energy you're giving them because they vibrate low. So let's get rid of that. Clear the emotion that brought them so you can vibrate higher and you don't attract this stuff anymore. So anyway, like I said, that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to get that message out there because like I said, it's just very sad knowing that there are children out there suffering, and a lot of them have committed suicide because nobody got them. And people told them they were crazy, and they were led to believe they were crazy. That breaks my heart. I know everything happens. That is where the struggle is for me. That is where the 3D part of me fights, not fights, but the 3D part is sad for that. The 4, 5, 6D part of me understands that it's for a reason, and that wasn't the time for that soul to be here. They will come back. They will, if they're meant to. So, you know, it makes me happy that they moved on so they can be happier and not struggle. So don't let anybody else struggle. I mean, God, life is hard enough. So anyway, have an amazing day. I love you all, and I send you love and light. And like I said, if you have a question, reach out to me, post it below, click the like button, subscribe and share this with everybody because it might not resonate with you, but it will resonate with somebody that needs to hear this. So anyway, post your comments below. I'll put my email. If you want to reach out to me in email, that's amazing. I'll get back with you. But we will win. God always wins. So anyway, love and light, and I will talk to you soon.